These murders have been explained by some as the actions of a madman, which can't be understood. It's been said, don't try to make sense of this, because you can't. And I commend the jury for seeing through that lie. You must call evil, evil.
Death penalty sentences are automatically appealed in Texas, and if the verdict holds, Thornburg will likely sit on death row for several years before his execution.
What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Hope your days are going pretty good. My days are going pretty good. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss a video. Now, just here recently, I did a story on November the 27th. Here's the title to that story. Now, this is an update to that story. If you have not watched that story, I advise you to go check that story out. It is very graphic. Now, this is an update to that story, like I just said. On the screen here, I have 44-year-old Jason Thornburg. And the story is coming out the state of Texas. And shout out to everybody in the state of Texas. Now, Jason Thornburg was sentenced to the death penalty this week in Fort Worth, Texas. I'm going to give a hand clap for that one right there, because this guy here is a straight sicko. He's trash, a sick-minded dude. And he admitted to taking the life of 3 people and dismembering their bodies and burning them. And he said he did this for human sacrifices. Yes, that's exactly what I said. He did that for human sacrifices. What kind of trash-minded dude is this? And he also admitted to, guess what? Eating one of the victims' hearts. Yes, he ate one of his victims' hearts. What kind of, how demon possessed do you have to be to do something like that? Now, I cannot even imagine even trying to do something like this. What kind of heart and what kind of mind do you have to do something like this to 3 innocent people? So in the affidavit, Thornburg said that he believed that God called him to commit those acts on those people.
According to an affidavit, the 44-year-old said he believed God called on him to commit the acts. Police said he used religion as a tool to lure his victims.
And he also used religion to lure the victims in. Man, it sounds like something that goes on all of the time. Religion. Now, there are many things in this world that people use religion to lure people in and then do something real bad to them. Do y'all remember the story about Jim Jones? How he had those people hypnotized on whatever he was doing? He made them drink the Kool-Aid. If you ever hear somebody say they drank the Kool-Aid, 9 times out of 10, they may be talking about the story of Jim Jones. Sad, man. This man used religion to do this stuff to these people. And he did this because he said it was human sacrifices. And I don't understand how people always say when they do something crazy like this, they talking about God spoke to them and made them do this. God spoke to them and made them throw somebody in the water. God spoke to this woman and made her do her kids like that. Stop putting God in the reference of everything that you do when you do something crazy. God is not into this garbage right here. Man, sad situation. And my condolences go out to the families of these people that I will name much deeper here into this story. Now, he admitted to taking the life of his ex-girlfriend and his roommate. And this guy had the audacity to speak at a man's funeral, and he took their life.
He also admitted to killing his ex-girlfriend and his former roommate. He said he spoke at that man's funeral in 2021.
Man, I tell you, this guy is a cold-hearted dude. I don't feel no type of sympathy for this guy at all. I don't want to hear anything about mental illness. Even though they said in the court something about mental illness, they always have to bring up mental illness. This guy is mentally ill, I believe. But it is not to the point that he cannot control himself. This dude did everything he did out of himself. He cannot blame the devil. Stop trying to blame God. Man, you did this because you are a evil-hearted dude, man. This dude took these people's bodies across to another city. Stop bringing up mental illness for this garbage. I'm not buying it at all. Now, this happened back in 2021 when he went to this victim's funeral. Just think about it. He at the funeral hugging all on the family members and talking and speaking, saying, oh, I miss such and such. I miss her. I miss him. And the whole time, this person took your loved one's life. Only if the family knew that this guy did this. I wonder how the funeral service would have went. You got a lot of people out there that will take someone's life and show up at the funeral like they did not do anything. Trash-minded people. Now, this guy, like I just said when I started this story, he has been sentenced to the death penalty. Now, death penalty sentences automatically appeal in the state of Texas. If the verdict holds, he will sit on death row for several years before his execution. I'm glad that justice will be served. And justice really has not been served because the victims will not be able to come back at all. I'm going to name these victims. Here are the names of those victims. 42-year-old David Lawrence. 34-year-old Lauren Phillips. 33-year-old Maury Cruz Mathis. Sad, man. These people are gone. And my condolences go out to the families one more time. And I'm going to give you this message here before I close. Watch out who you are hanging around with. Everybody is not your friend. Everybody do not love you. You even have to watch out for your family members because sometimes they may have garbage on their mind. Watch out for these evil-hearted people in your life. You may have a friend in your life that may seem like they want to see you go up, but the whole time they're looking for you to fall. Watch out for people like that because there are a lot of people out there that does not care anything about your life, your family life, your children's life, or anyone's life at all. Because we have a lot of selfish people out there these days. They do not care. They do not want to see you make it. They do not want to see you strive. They don't want to see you go to the finish line. They're trying to throw stumbling blocks in your way. Be alert. Don't be so friendly to people and letting people in your life very easily. Because if you are a very friendly person and you're not a watchful person, 9 times out of 10, someone will try to lure you in and try to take you down. Whether they take your life or take your possessions. We got people out there these days that are very evil. So watch out for your friends and watch out for your family members. Everybody don't love you and everybody is not your friend. And also, everybody is not your partner. Be careful out there in those streets. Be careful at church. Be careful at the grocery store. Be careful at work. Watch, look around you, and use your common sense. Y'all have a good one, and y'all have a blessed one. Until I see y'all on the next video, holla at you.